Jason Siebert to inbound, 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Lions on top by 3. And D'Agostino got the nice seal inside.
And he got the foul.
Maynard gave him the nice entry pass. He'll shoot 2 and
21, I believe they called that one on.
It'd be Davis. And it is.
Personal foul for Lyons. To the line for Kendall. Number 33, Charlie D'Agostino.
Looks like Lyons going to take a timeout here.
Timeout by Lyons. He'll take 2 shots.
So another Lions timeout. Clock is stopped with 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 43-40 lead for Lions, but D'Agostino will be at the free throw line with a chance to cut that down to 1. As long as you stay to within 3, you always got a shot to at least tie the game.
Trying to see on the other side how many timeouts are left for each team.
So Lions' last title coming just 3 years ago, back in '97. Kendall has not won a title since '89. And we're possibly 2 minutes and 6 seconds away from seeing which team wins it. The way this game is going, we might be taking 4 minutes onto the clock to decide it.
They'll have a little first aid there on D'Agostino, I think. Looks like the trainer over there, Section 5 has a trainer. He put a piece of tape around his arm. Maybe you got a little scrape. You can't have any blood flowing on your skin or on your uniform because of
they got him bandaged up.
It looks like they got him bandaged up so that the blood's not a problem.
So after the timeout now, D'Agostino at the line. First one, bounces down.
Both teams are in the 1-and-1 now.
Second one is clean. And that pulls Kendall to within 1, 43-42.
2 minutes to go.
2 minutes to go. Yeah,
Kendall with a little trapping out there.
Bell trying to get it over to Robinson. Robinson had his feet go out from under, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to go over to Kendall.
So that play paid off. Kendall came out with a little trap at half court, and it caused the Lions to get a little bit out of sync, and they threw it out of bounds. So now let's see if Kendall can take advantage. They trail by 1, minute 50 to go.
Siebert inside Maynard, kicking it back to D'Agostino.
Siebert didn't want the shot. He gets it over to
Maynard inside, it goes.
Nice move there.
Maynard got the position inside, and that basket gives Kendall a 44-43 lead. Pass
Maynard,
inside, knocked away by Maynard, but goes right back to Bell. Bell over to Robinson for the 3. It's short, but it goes right back to Bell. Up, no good. And a whistle. I think they're going to call Jeff Cole over the back.
That's his 4th, is it? Number 20.
Jeff, that would be 3.
3. So now they're going to shoot 1-and-1 for Lions with a minute 19 to go, down by 1.
It is 3.
Robinson's shot there from the left side looks a little flat the last few. He's kind of line driving up there, could be tired. I don't think he's been out of the game since it started. He's just a little flat and everything's coming up short.
1-1, first one on the way, up and in. He'll get one more. We are tied 44-44. 1 minute, 19 seconds here in the fourth quarter.
Sheldon Davis ready to try to give his team the lead here.
And he does. Hitting both cleanly. So now Lions, after the 2 free throws by Davis, with a 1-point lead, 45-44. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go now in the fourth quarter. Brian Cole on top, over to Siebert. Kendall being patient. D'Agostino, the give and go, back to Siebert. Siebert's fouled
by Robinson.
A little pass and cut, return pass, and
well, you would think that, you know, if you're Lions, you got to think they're looking for one of the Coles, mainly, or Maynard on the block, but Siebert was probably about their 4th. Siebert was probably about the 4th option, but he got the ball.
So with 1 minute and 1 second remaining on the clock, now Siebert at the line to shoot 2. with his team trailing by a single point, 45-44. So I'm trying to think back last year, was this arena completely finished, or were they just finishing it? Because
I don't think they hit all the luxury boxes in across the top last year.
Was the floor painted like it is too, or is that new?
I think that's a new. I'm not sure about that. I don't remember it that way, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I don't either, but I agree.
Was it covered with snow last year?
Yeah, that's right. That's right too. It could have been. Of course, last year we had the blizzard, and we played 2 games on that Saturday morning. Kearney started at 10 o'clock. Notre Dame played Fillmore, and then they canceled the rest of the games. Not this year. Weather gorgeous outside. And
okay, here we go now. This is a two-shot foul.
Two-shot foul. First one up and down. Now Jason Siebert with a chance to give Kendall a lead. 1 minute, 1 second on the clock.
And if Kendall commits a foul, it's going to be a 2-shot foul regardless.
Second one is missed.
Tie ball game with a minute to go.
Horace Betts made no mistake on the boards as he picked up the rebound. Maddox quickly getting it back to Bell.
I think you're going to see Lyons really crash the boards here when the shot goes up, because they've been pretty effective on the boards.
20 seconds on the shot clock, 45 on the game
time
clock.
left. Unless they get an offensive rebound, then they could probably work it down to the last shot, if that's what they want to do. That's just kind of open along the baseline.
Davis with a fourth shot. That wasn't a good shot. It was down to 5 on the shot clock, so maybe that's why he took it. And now, right now, Kendall can take the last shot if they wish to do so.
They took a timeout first.
And Peter Light's going to take the timeout. So with 21 seconds remaining, I would assume, Larry, that Kendall will play for the final shot and take it with 4 or 5 seconds left. So if you miss it, you get a chance for a rebound and a putback. And if you don't make it and they get the rebound, they really don't have enough time to get the ball up the floor. That's what I would do, but we'll see what Peter Light wants to do.
Coach now, 1 year of
got that one big year in.
Bees under your belt.
And that's just how we won a game against Elwyn, just like that.
Byron Virgin Lady Bees. Well, anyway.
But then that's exactly what we did in that game.
You got to watch out for Lyons coming out with some kind of a trapping defense to try to cause a turnover or a bad pass if they think that they're going to run the clock down. And their quickness could, be a factor. So we'll see what happens. You're right. As far as the offensive strategy, I'm sure that's it. Now we'll see what Dean Schacht comes up with defensively to try to offset that.
21 seconds remaining on the clock. We are tied 45-45.
And of course, if there is a foul, it'll be a 1-and-1. If it's committed by Lyons, it'll be a 2-shot foul. If it's committed by Kendall, because that'll put him at 10, and double bonus will take effect. They're going to go to Maynard inside when it gets to be time, or they're going to let one of the Cole brothers?
Well, you have some options to go to. As you just said, you can look for Maynard inside, but you got both Cole. So, I mean, it's even a thing. They might try to get inside, kick it back out. I guess we're going to find out, won't we? 21 seconds to go. Maynard gets the ball. Whoa, he almost lost it, and now it's kicked.
I think it was kicked by Lyons.
I do, too.
Now they got to bring it up the hole. Yeah, it was.
But shouldn't they be? I mean, it was inadvertent, but don't you, even if you really boot a ball like that? Well, I guess you must not call it a kick if it's inadvertent like that.
No, I don't think so.
He booted it all the way down to the other end. That's what Jason Siebert's saying. Say, hey, didn't he kick that ball? But now what happens? There's only 12 seconds still a lot of time.
They called it right when it happened. Not when.
But now they got to bring it up the floor instead of setting up. They get the ball to Jeff Cole. We are down to 10. Here comes Cole. Cole with the basketball. He'll try to pull it back out. 7. Siebert from the elbow. Comes up short. Tap. Back up. Siebert again with the ball. Trying to get the shot off. It's up. It's. No, they weren't going to count it anyway. They weren't going to count it. They were waving it off.
Overtime.
They were counting it off. That ball was hanging on the rim, but the officials were waving their hands. And as I said about a minute or two ago, we might be putting 4 minutes on the clock, and we are going to do that. So Siebert trying to get the shot off. And can you imagine if it would have counted, because that ball kind of rolled around the rim before it came out. Well, one thing, there won't be any controversy on whether the shot should have counted or not anyway.
No, and now we're going to, the fouls become a factor here now, because there's a couple players with 4 fouls, and going into a 4-minute overtime, it could become, a factor. I think Horace Betts has 4 for Lyons, I'm sure.
Yeah, Betts with 4, Bell with 3. And both Coles with 3, Charlie DiAgostino with 3, and Jared Maynard with 3.
Okay, so they're not really in real trouble, but those are all key players that have been on both teams offenses. You start with a jump ball.
Now this is interesting. Lyons scored 18 points in the opening quarter. They scored 9, 9, and 9. 7 of the 9 points for Lyons in the fourth quarter were from the free throw line.
1 bucket.
For Kendall, they came out, they scored 10, 10, 15, and 10. So both teams being pretty consistent. And at the end of 45-45 with 4 minutes up on the clock. That was a change from a couple years ago. Overtime used to be 3.
Yeah.
And they added an extra minute a few years back.
Well, they start with a jump ball, which is the only other time they do it after the opening tip. And everything else is an extension of the fourth quarter. The fouls and the bonus and all of that stuff is an extension of the fourth quarter. But the jump ball does start the overtime. And if they have another overtime, they'll jump it again.
The next Kendall foul would put Lyons in a double bonus. Lyons with 8 fouls, so they'll still have 2 before the double bonus.
No.
Oh, they didn't blow the whistle? Yeah. Okay. And actually, that's a violation. It wasn't tap because it was caught. And I can agree with that. Both players missed the tap, and it came down.
The center.
And he actually kind of caught the ball and then
threw it to a teammate. And I think, you know, unless they're saying that it should be a re-jump, that's the only other choice. But if they're saying that, who gets possession, that's what I think they're talking about. In other words, did Lyons have possession of the tip? And then I don't think they did.
No, never did, because the ball went up, both players missed, and he kind of caught it.
And then threw it. So
now the question is, was it a catch or was it more of a tap? And I think that's what they're trying to sort out right now.
I think they're trying to decide who gets the arrow. If they're saying Lyons had possession and then committed a turnover, Lyons would have had Kendall would have had the arrow. But I don't see how they can say that because of the possession.
There was no possession on the jump ball.
Once
then the player from Lyons caught the ball after the original jump, and he was one of the players that was jumping.
Right. So it's going to be Lyons going to have the arrow is what it amounts to.
Arrow will stay with Kendall.
Oh, I was wrong on that one.
That's it. Yeah, you don't see that too often, do you? Especially since you have jump balls. So even though Kendall has the ball, was a violation. How does Kendall get the possession arrow, though?
They had it before, I guess.
Even though you have a jump ball, it doesn't reset?
Because there was never possession established, I guess. That's what they're saying.
That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Well, we know Kendall's got the ball. We're tied, and we're in overtime. Maynard kicking it back out to Jeff Cole, driving baseline, pulling up off the glass, goes in.
Kendall doesn't play football, do they?
I don't believe so.
D'Agostino should be a football player.
We'll have to move him to Leroy or Caledonia, that's all.
He went through there like a football player.
Robinson kicking it out to Bell. Here's Maddock. He's got the look from 19. It's short, and it goes right to Jeff Cole. So Cole with the basket to give Kendall the lead. Now the rebound, 3:15 to go. D'Agostino inside. Maynard.
No.
Shots up, no good. Which way is it going to go? It's going to stay here. I think Maynard was looking for the call, didn't get it, but at least for Kendall, they keep the basketball. 19 seconds on the shot clock.
3 minutes and 3 seconds in the overtime. Thought about it.
Brian Cole
short.
Up off the front of the rim. Maynard with the rebound, put back up. He's fouled that time as he had the inside position.
Davis. Fouls on Davis.
That'll be his third.
And either team has gone too far into their bench, have they? Maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah, that's been about it. Mostly the starting 5 has played the majority. Even they gone to a couple subs, they haven't really played a lot of time.
Yeah,
so
43 played some. Mail played for.
Yeah, Mail's got a few minutes.
And Ryan, I think, got a couple minutes. Kendall up to a 3-point lead now as we're just inside of 3 minutes here in the overtime.
Maynard hitting the first of 2, looking for the second. He's got them both. And Kendall coming out, scoring the first 4 points of overtime, and they have a 49-45 lead.
Well, let's see who they're going to go to. Robinson has been not hot this second half.
She said his shots have been flat.
Yeah. That was off of Betts' leg. No question about that one.
And that could be from tired legs if you don't get the leg to get up and get the ball up in the air.
I thought he made a little adjustment to that. One time he moved in a couple steps closer and tried to see if he could find his range there. That one was a pretty good shot. It spun out, but The other ones that he's taken from beyond 3 have been real flat and they kind of hit the side of the rim. The timeout was taken here by Lyons, I guess, and I wasn't paying attention to who took it.
So we're here to do 3 games today, and not only are we going to do 3, we got an overtime on top of it as well.
3 and an 8. And if I hurry, I can drive to Canandaigua for another one.
What's in Canandaigua?
The Calmum girls were playing South Seneca in that qualifier.
I was up for that game at the War Memorial when they won on Thursday night.
Yeah, I guess
big win against Minders.
They were down 12 or something going into the fourth quarter.
Down 12, and Vicky Covey with a couple big threes, and then Kelly Sullivan with 4 free throws in the last half minute. I mean, I was glad for those kids. My daughter played AAU with those kids for like 4 years, and I coached both Kelly and Vicky in AAU last year, so it was nice to see, them come out and pull out that game.
Of course, their fate is difficult because whoever wins that game tonight, you got to go to Bloomfield. Bloomfield's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I got to sit on the bench as Byron Burgeon played them. I'll get back to that because right now Kendall has the ball. Siebert kicking it back out. Brian Cole, and it's offensive foul. That'll be number 4 on Cole. But Burgeon beat Marion, and then we got to go to Bloomfield. They scored 56 points in the first half. A girls team, we went to a zone after they scored 28 in the man. They set 4 people up outside the arc. It was incredible.
Yeah.
They ended up with 88. We held them. They are strong. Defending state champs, they'll be trying again. Right now we're in the boys double C game with Kendall on top by 4. Maddock with a big bucket right there. Bowling Lyons to within 2. Pass up to Brian Cole. Maynard down to DeAugustino, back out on top. 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Lyons man-to-man. Looks like they want to get the ball into Maynard. He and DeAugustino were blocked down there on the left side of the court.
Inside 2 to go. 12 on the shot clock.
Oh.
And DeAugustino took his eyes off the pass.
He looked to see if the inside was there, and the ball hit his leg and went out of bounds. So now we're down to a situation for Lyons to tie the game up again.
Actually, the Kendall girls had their season ended by Bloomfield. They got to play there.
Well, there's that trap again that they used once before to try to cause a mistake. It worked the first time.
Bell in the corner, 2. Robinson cross court. Betts back out on Maddox.
Sheldon Davis.
Davis inside, off the glass, doesn't go. And Maynard got enough of a hand on it. They got over to DeAugustino with 1.5 to go. 49-47. Kendall on top. Brian Cole, 17-footer, doesn't go, gets his own rebound. Kicking it back out. Maynard back to Cole. Cole try again. Tough angle, gets it to go.
Little assist from Maynard there.
That opens up a 4-point lead again.
47-51 in favor of Kendall. 1 minute and a couple ticks to go.
Down to 1 minute now.
I think if Lyons scores here, we'll see full court pressure.
Davis kicking back out. Maddox. Bell.
Robinson.
He's open. Robinson's open, but it doesn't go again.
And there's a nice tip there by
Cole. Tried to get it over to his brother and it was intercepted.
Careless pass
by
there.
Bell. Here's Bell. Foul. He'll go to the line. So I'm sure right now,
Siebert.
Head coach Peter Light was kind of thinking the Coles thought they might have had a good opportunity.
I thought he was going to pull it out.
And then he all of a sudden tried to get the pass over.
Cross court.
Jason Siebert picks up his 3rd personal foul.
Jason Siebert picking up his 3rd.
Timeout. Kendall, number 14, Irvin Bell will go to the line to shoot 2 after the
Kendall taking a timeout. 39 seconds on the clock. 51-47. So Lyons will be at the free throw line with a chance to cut this 4-point lead down to 2. And with 39 seconds left on the clock, they will get the ball back. So it'll be interesting to see the strategy they come up with on whether they try for a steal and a foul, or if they're going to let Kendall run the clock down and try to deny the points and get the rebound. It would be tough because if Kendall's really patient, they could run it down to like 4 seconds. You're right. So,
of course, it depends on these foul shots of how much of a deficit they got to make up too. I think they'll come out with some kind of full court pressure. I'm sure they will after, regardless of what happens with the foul shots.
Yeah, 2 big free throws coming up here.
Yeah, Kendall had a nice break there when that rebound was tipped away and over to Jeff Cole, or Brian Cole. I think Jeff tipped it to him. And then he came down, thought about going to the basket, decided not to, and tried to throw the ball across court to his brother, and it was intercepted by Lyons. Now we got 2 foul shots for them coming up.
So it's going to be Irvin Bell at the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2. Lions trailing by 4, 51-47 with 39 seconds on the clock. First free throw is missed. Big miss right there.
This one is more important because for 3 you can still tie it up in 1 possession. If he misses this one, you need 2 possessions.
And if he does make it, though, they do foul. Kendall, if they can hit 1, can make it that 2-possession game again. He does make the second one, so they are within 3. Siebert with the ball and the quick trap. He gets out of it. So he gets it to Cole. No call. What do we got?
Timeout.
A smart timeout called by Peter Lloyd. He saw Cole was in trouble. Cole was double teamed.
Can't believe there was no foul call there.
No foul or travel, something, no whistle at all, and then Lloyd taking a quick timeout.
I can't. The only thing I can think of is he's saying that he didn't have possession of the ball, but it sure looked like he got tripped.
There is a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 33 on the game clock, 29 on the shot clock. 51-48 Kendall lead. So at least for Lyons now, Kendall's going to have to inbound. They'll try to come up with a steal on the inbound pass, and if they don't get it, then we'll have to see how long they play defense before they make the foul. Because with a 3-point lead, and it'll be a double bonus situation, Kendall would only have to hit 1 to make it a 4-point, 2-possession game.
Yeah. Well, they're not even going to pressure too much. They're going to trap as soon as it's inbounded, I think.
Whoa. Pass almost thrown over the head of Jeff Cole, but he tracks it down. Long pass to the Augustino. He gathers it.
There's some ticklish passes there.
Back out on top, and now there's the foul
on Brian Cole, number 5. So he's going to shoot 2.
Charles Robinson picks up his 4th personal foul for Lyons.
Robinson now with 4 fouls, and we are in double bonus, and now Lyons taking the timeout.
Well, if he makes 1,
said at least make it 1. He's in double, so he's going to have 2 chances. By at least making a 1, though, he can make it a 4-point lead with only 19 seconds remaining.
That means Lyons has got to come down in a real hurry and try to score. And then I don't know if they have any timeouts left or not, but get right into their press if they don't. Probably foul again.
Speaking of Kendall there a minute ago and their girls, and as I said, they got beat by Bloomfield as well. You ever get a chance to see Renee Turpin play?
No, I don't.
She got a full ride at Canisius, and she's one of the best girls I've ever seen play. Then she, unfortunately for her, had a bad ankle injury, missed quite a few games during the season, tried to come back right after, I believe it was Christmas. It was hobbled on, and then sat out a few games before sectional started.
Well, let's see what happens here at the foul line with Brian Cole stepping up for 2 big ones.
19 seconds left on the clock. So Brian Cole at the free throw line. Senior puts down that first one. That was the big one. That makes it a 4-point lead. Of course, he'll gladly take this one as well, but at least by hitting one of them, he opened up a 4-point lead. Second one spins out, rebounded by Davis.
Lyons got to score in a hurry.
Bell getting over to Maddock. Maddock with the fake. Shots up short, off the rim. Tapped around, down to 10 seconds. Cole getting inside, no whistle, kicked back out. Bell comes up with the ball for Lyons. Over to Robinson. Robinson's foul, he hit it! With 2 seconds left, he hits the 3. He was fouled. He's got a chance to tie the game.
That's 5 fouls, I believe, on Brian Cole, isn't it, number 5?
Incredible. We might be going to double overtime. You don't see that too often where you hit a 3 and get fouled.
And how many shots has Robinson missed in a row before he
Personal foul.
And as you said on top of it, Brian Cole is just fouled out. Robinson hitting the three was fouled, and only 2 seconds left on the clock.
Now we got a situation where if he misses, the tip in is
a possibility. So obviously, I mean, I'm sure Brian Cole right now realizes that with the 4-point lead, he could have let him take the shot. You know, he was just out now hustling. It's hard to turn the switch off. So he hustled over, tried for the block, and Robinson made the three.
It was down to 6 when he let it go, or before he got the ball even. I was looking at the clock, and it was 6, and I'm thinking, even if they score, they aren't going to have enough time to do anything. And then he hit the 3 and got fouled on it.
And as you said, how many shots did he miss in a row?
Oh, I bet he missed about 6 or 7 in a row at least.
Well, now he's still got to hit the free throw. It's not over yet. He's got to hit the free throw. And as you said,
then they got a rebound. They got a DiAgostino and Maynard. They got to be in there ready to rebound, because Betts is a good jumper, and so is Davis, and they're the 2 inside guys for Lyons.
Robinson gave him a chance by hitting the 3 and getting fouled. Let's see if he can hit this one. 2 seconds on the clock.
I guess he gets that one. Won't mean much if he doesn't hit this one.
52-51, Kendall by 1. Charles Robinson, a chance to tie it. It's on the way. It's good. We are tied 52. DiAgostino looking for the pass. He gets the receiver. It's going to come up well short. We're going double overtime.
Amazing.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Robinson fouled as he let a 3 go. It went in. He goes to the free throw line. Sank the free throw. We are tied 52-52.
Well, I guess he redeemed himself for all those missed shots.
Well, you know, he said we had 12 quarters to do today. We got 13 to do.
You may be doing the last by yourself.
Of course, when you're the Perry Yellow Jackets and the Grease Odyssey Leopards, they play the next game. They're all dressed. They're ready to go, you know, and they want to get their game underway. And now we've had a second overtime. 4 minutes put back up on the clock. And we'll have a jump ball for the 3rd time. It's like the NBA now here.
Well, I saw Livonia and Bishop Kearney go double overtime the other night in a semifinal game in Class B. But of course, they're without Brian Cole now because he has fouled out of the game, so that's a factor. Number 43, Mike Mayo, is in the game to replace him, but I don't think he's the scorer or ball handler that Brian Cole was.
Well,
here we go.
Here we go. 4 minutes on the clock, 52-52. Jerry Maynard going to go up against Horace Betts. Well, we had a tap this time. I think Betts hit it pretty good, but it went right to DiAgostino for Kendall.
Lyons coming out. Now, see what they're doing. Looks like they're playing boxing 1 on Brian Cole. Excuse me, Jeff Cole. I get those 2 mixed up, but he's the only one in the game. Number 12, Maddock is guarding him man for man. The other 4 Lions players are kind of in a diamond or a 1-3 zone, trying to limit what he can do.
Inside pass, Maynard, ball on the floor, comes free, and it goes to Lyons. Bringing it up is Irvin Bell.
Everything now is going to be 2-shot fouls because